How's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Connor.
Welcome to the LCR podcast.
Lights, camera, reaction.
Number.
It's right there. Can you read it? Can you read it?
On that? No.
It's somewhere. You add the numbers up, you get 11. What is it, Connor?
77.
21? I said to 11.
Add the number. Oh, to 11? Oh, 74.
There you go.
I thought you meant like divisible by 11.
Oh, no.
Like add up a bunch of 11s.
Your reasoning made sense. When you
Okay.
said 77, I was like, okay, I could see how
Hey, Connor, what's 9 plus 10?
21.
But yes, guys, this is episode 74. And
What's up, haters?
almost at 77.
we this is going to be a news one, as Caleb has foreshadowed. We will be talking about the DC FanDome.
What's
event.
up, haters?
And
Haters in the building.
we will be talking about some things that have happened to our reactions. But before that, I just want to talk about some other news around the world because...
A word from our sponsor.
I wish.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
I guess I'll just kick it off, is that movie theaters have officially opened.
Oh my god.
And probably by the time that this is uploaded, either like New Mutants is about to come out or it is already out. So,
yeah.
Did you see it? We're seeing it 7:30 on Thursday. Connor will not be joining us, but
I might see it if they say it's okay.
There is a hater in the building.
There is one singular hater in the building.
So we're gonna go see that. We did see Inception.
Hope it's for the best. I hope it's good because I love the X-Men. So
But so it's exciting that theaters opened up last week. If you were not aware, but they were just showing they're showing movies that were in the box, like the theaters the last week before shutdown, plus some old classics.
Yeah, like from the week of like the 20th.
Yeah, because if you really miss Bloodshot, you can go see it.
Or Sonic.
Shout out to Fethi Bennat2, who just commented a minute ago. I really hope that you make a video on the new trailer for Wonder Woman. That's dropping before this video gets uploaded, but...
Which video was that on?
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now.
You got to comment on that. Comment to his when it is uploaded. Be like, hey, man, go check it out.
The Justice League trailer.
Hey,
They put a smiley face.
Okay, for a second I thought he was kind of being snide.
Maybe it's sarcasm. Yeah, I don't know.
That he was just being hey, I really want to see the hate you give to that. Which, if my memory is correct,
maybe that's what he meant. Yeah.
We all were just like, meh.
Hey, we got 3 subs for that video.
Justice League?
And 34 likes, so some people liked it.
Fair enough.
Unpopular opinion for a reason.
But we'll get into that because that's definitely the elephant in the room for today.
Save up for the big
elephant.
I think it's over there. I think we put it over there last time. But
last time.
So that will be, we're saving that elephant for later.
Yeah. But it's just cool that theaters are back open. And we're going to be able to see Tenet early access. We're going to be seeing it on Tuesday, about
the first of the month,
3 days before
nationally comes out.
Yeah, nationally comes out. So
yeah, we couldn't make the Monday, but Tuesday.
But Tuesday is going to be it. So
a decent backup plan.
So, and pump out that review for you boys and girls. But also, Tenet will not be playing at drive-ins.
I saw that this morning. Because I didn't want it to be spoiled, so I'm like, ooh,
your local theaters aren't open, and you're like, oh, but we got the drive-in. Sorry, you ain't catching Tenet.
So it's not playing in drive-ins if it has theaters around it already playing it?
No, just in general.
Interesting.
It will not be
really
shown.
I thought that was like the silver lining as like, if this or whatever.
What's the cutoff if there's not a theater within 50 miles?
Yeah, like I thought it would be playing in places that
the headline that I wrote is that just saying like it's not playing in drive-ins. So
all right.
What if I walk there? Is it still considered a drive-in?
Yeah, just like sitting on a lawn, like on the gravel. Just
sometimes people do that. Like sometimes they don't. They do the lawn chairs.
Yeah,
and then they listen to everybody else's car radio.
Eternal Sunshine. They weren't even. They were making fun of the movie.
Yeah, they were just doing their own little quotes. But, yeah. So Tenet. Sorry guys. I hope that there are theaters around you that is seeing it.
Wear a mask when you go to the theater.
Yes, please. We did. So
yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad.
So
it was fun.
I don't know if
This
fun
will be
is the
the
answer.
this will be the
but
same length of Inception. I'm pretty sure too.
They're the same runtime.
Yeah, like
Dude,
10
I'm gonna go
Inception.
see it in a big. I need to see. I need to see how big the theater is, because then I can finally.
I looked it up. It's officially the biggest one in Georgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see.
Do we get to watch the movie in reverse after watching it to get the full experience?
I'd hope so.
That.
Did you see that on the desktop version of Letterboxd? If you go to the tenant page, if you scroll all the way down, that'll do it backwards like a mirror.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm like,
Interesting.
they do that every once in a while for like they did the portrait with like the
Yeah, they just do like
the
little
fireballs.
things for
Yeah.
certain films.
Fireball.
It's the little things.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, just movies are finally coming out. I think theaters just said, "Screw it, we're gonna do it."
Screw
And
it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's a slogan.
Put that on a shirt.
We're just we're gonna put the movies out there, and I assume probably by the end of this year, the capacity might become fuller.
It might become like
Maybe.
half eventually.
I could see it going
They're
to
at like what
70.
30 right now.
Yeah, I could see it going to like 70%. But
I guess it depends on the releases of the films. That definitely dictates.
and also up in the air, no word on the rumor of Black Widow going straight to Disney Plus for
Yeah.
purchasing.
Mulan
or
is still
in theaters.
doing
Yeah,
its current thing.
but we have no idea if that will be released maybe 2 weeks later or something in theaters. See if Disney can.
We'll
get all
see
the
what
money
Disney
first.
does. I guess it determines on
Tenet.
their first numbers. That too. Yeah.
Which I was gonna say, I looked at the Box Office Mojo just to see if there was any records from like Canada and stuff where the movies are being shown already. And Unhinged is #1 in the box office.
In Canada,
Yes.
It's the only movie there.
Besides SpongeBob.
those damn Canadians. Yeah, I totally like forgot that like SpongeBob was coming out. No one was talking about that.
Nobody
so.
really was. But Unhinged made over $1 million so far.
Worldwide or domestic?
Like worldwide. It's not playing here yet.
Oh,
It's technically worldwide.
Yeah,
Okay.
technically worldwide. It's made $1 million.
like
so far.
overseas.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Over.
we'll get
The border.
the domestic
Around
box
us.
offices
Yeah.
at the next podcast, since movies will be opening up on Thursday. So, but yeah, so movie theaters are opening up. The channel, I think, will slowly start getting back to its normal pace of
It's like a train starting up.
seeing
It's
like a
gotta
weekly
really start
movie,
going.
doing like another weekly podcast. Hopefully,
Fingers
trailers start coming out again, stuff like that. So hopefully, it's been a rough few months, but I think this is going to be a nice. The
think
DC
this
thing
is
helped
the
us out a little
start.
bit.
Yeah.
A little.
As much as you hate us, it helped us.
It helped us. It made us feel good, even if we got some haters.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck. All right.
Building.
So we're gonna jump into some news now.
News.
So Sony has rumored a new film for Spider-Woman.
Yes, and what's her
is
name
it?
is directing.
Who is
It's the book Olivia Wilde. is
There you
directing it.
go. Olivia
Ding, ding.
Wilde is set to direct. The rumor, she is set to direct a movie. The rumor is that it's going to be
Right.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah, they haven't.
Yeah.
And
Well-
she self-inflicted that rumor.
Yeah, she
Yes.
tweeted a spider emoji. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Which
so.
it makes sense. Maybe not Spider-Woman, but it could be like Gwen Stacy's Spider-Woman.
Spider-Gwen.
So
Did they have? Was a rumor who Spider Woman would be?
Maybe Black Cat. Well, no, it's Spider. Never mind.
I
Black
don't.
Cat could be on the
I
way.
don't
True.
think there's a rumor of who is playing yet.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
I think it's just
Maybe
Olivia
it was people
Wilde
that
is gonna
wanted
get attached
a
to
certain
it.
person.
So,
Yeah.
Who could be?
so that's cool. Olivia
Emma
for
Wilde.
her.
Stone.
Emma
Bring her
Stone.
back.
Yeah, there you go.
She's she did
fresh,
Booksmart,
fresh
right?
off of Booksmart.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
Her only film so
Yeah.
far, so I guess we'll see.
actress becoming director. So that's
Good for her. Jason Sudeikis' wife. Exciting.
quite exciting.
Good for him.
JC Chadner,
Yeah, Chandor. Yeah.
Chandor, my
Chandor.
bad.
Chandler?
Is set to direct Kraven the Hunter for Sony as well.
Okay.
Um,
Isn't he like a art house director mostly?
I mean,
What
he
did
did
make?
Well, he just made Triple Frontier. Is that what that movie's called?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like with Ben
He
Affleck.
did
Yeah.
the movie with Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain too.
That like
Most Violent Year.
yeah, Most
He did
Violent
that.
Year. He
That's
did
who
those
that guy is.
two.
Okay.
I think he did one more film.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's an interesting choice. I mean, I haven't seen any of his films.
Mhm.
So,
Troll Frontier was okay.
but also
It's on Netflix. Go check it out.
Shout out.
Ben
Uh,
Affleck.
Kraven the Hunter film. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
You know, I don't know who you would want. I mean, always I think like some of like the fan concept art was like Jason Momoa
Of course.
or what's his name? The Russian boxer. From like Rocky.
Oh.
Like the Creed movie? Like the younger
the
one?
No,
young one
the
or the
dad.
old one?
Oh God.
What's his name?
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I've seen.
Blonde Kraven.
Yeah.
I've seen. I mean, they probably dye his hair,
Right.
but I've seen concept art with him in it. Just,
Kraven's supposed to be that old?
But he's
Dolph
also
Lundgren's
like
up there.
He's usually tanner as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a specific age to him. I feel like it could be any age, but he's definitely like in his like 40s.
Okay.
It's like middle aged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely a middle-aged person.
Okay.
But it'd be cool to see. I mean, Jason Momoa is just like the easy go-to, but I don't think I'd want to see him play the character.
Yeah.
I want to more see like a more of like a performance of like a Terminator almost. Like he's just kind of like this.
The presence
The presence of
over
him.
the performance.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I would like. Kind of like is like the OG Jumanji with Robin Williams, like the hunter in that. How he doesn't have very many lines and he just is like on the run. And I was this kid. I always was terrified of that because he didn't say many words, so you couldn't really make a connection with him.
Right.
And that's what I would like to see Kraven. I would like to see just this man. He's just fucking hunting for sport. So like he's just like it's weird to say I don't want to have a sympathetic villain, but for Kraven, I wouldn't.
There's
really,
no way that's gonna happen with him.
I know, but I would like to just see like a killing machine.
Yeah.
Can't
just like
exactly go the Venom route. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, make him likable, Tom Hardy sort of thing.
Yeah.
Craven's daughter was killed by a tiger, so he kills every tiger in the world.
Slaughters every tiger.
But yeah, so Sony's making some moves on their Spider-Man universe of villains and.
Seeing whatever property they have.
Full steam ahead, baby.
Oh yeah,
Milk that
Morbius would
cow.
have already been out, but we gotta wait a whole another like 8 months to go see that movie.
What is it now gonna
I think just like June of next year,
Okay.
more like 10 months, but
Yeah.
definitely would have already come out. A lot of movies would have come out already.
Yep, that's this year in a nutshell.
Yeah. So I didn't know about this, but Ridley Scott has a movie coming out. You guys hear about this?
Maybe.
Gucci.
What is it called?
Gucci.
Like the clothing brand?
Well, the family.
That made the closing brand?
Yeah.
Yes.
assume?
About specifically about a murder that happened in 1995 and the trial that I guess like the husband got murdered and like the wife or like stepwife or something was framed.
Right.
So it's going to be the like trial and conviction period of that.
Wasn't there like a Netflix docuseries like a few years ago about like a designer family?
The Versace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it with these families that are killing each other?
Are you sure it's not that? Is it Gucci, like, for sure?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Wow,
yeah.
that's kind of weird that, like...
Yeah.
both of them- I mean,
'cause
hey, high-profile brands, I guess.
Yeah.
the big
shit's gonna go
person
down.
that
Fighting
just got
for money.
attached to it
Yeah.
was Lady
Power.
Gaga. So I assume she's going to be probably playing the
okay.
leading role. Other people attached to it are De Niro, Al Pacino, Adam Driver, Jared Leto.
That are attached to it? Or
That are
rumored?
No, they're attached.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Some Adam Driver action.
a full cast. Like,
Ridley Scott, huh?
yeah, Ridley Scott.
Is he writing it?
I don't know if
Do
he's
you know?
writing it,
Okay.
but it said that he.
Wow.
I wonder what appealed that to him.
He's
Maybe
a
just
very...
He's weird, dude.
He's old and kooky now. He just does whatever he wants.
Yeah, he has like his like 5 films that are like really good, and then like he has a bunch of mixed bag, and then he has like really bad films. So
What was his
His-
most recent?
all the money in the world.
Good old, Kevin Spacey.
I remember that when that first trailer came out and like the big reveal that like it was Kevin Spacey like in that makeup. I remember like still like not being that impressed. I was
Yeah.
like, he doesn't look that good. But like,
Hey, maybe it's a good thing that maybe Ridley Scott was like, hey, get a
dude, but then
Kevin
that's
Spacey
when
out
like
here.
the backfire about the payment for men and women acting. Like,
Mhm.
that's when that got really upfired, like with Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg and who's the
Yeah, it's Michelle Williams, right?
Michelle Williams, and how like she got so underpaid for reshoots compared to Mark Wahlberg. So a lot of shit came throughout that
Fun
movie.
stuff with that movie.
But
You could teach a whole class on that movie.
honestly, you could. There's a lot of shit that went down for that movie.
On this very forgettable Ridley Scott movie.
Yeah, sadly. I remember, I wanted to see it. I own it, so one day I will watch it.
I remember Stuckman liked it. That was in his, honorable mentions of that year,
Yeah.
I think. So.
It's probably, fine. It's probably, an interesting
fine.
story.
Yeah.
But,
Then Christopher Plummer replaced Kevin Spacey.
yes, Christopher Lloyd, yep. So, but yeah, so Gucci.
That's I'm impressed by
Gucci.
that cast. I'm like, hopefully it's not a shit show because that's a
Right.
lot of talent. So.
There's, a lot of talent, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
God forbid it's boring.
It's like a Scorsese film with how much talent.
Now, the next film.
The opposite of talent.
I'm
just kidding. I don't know.
John Carpenter has now officially
All right.
attached to the Thing remake that Universal and Blumhouse is making,
Yeah, Blumhouse production. Mm-hmm.
and I cannot be more pissed. And I wish Matt was here to relay that information because
It's right there.
he loves that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that movie. And
Eventually, we might have a Thing poster.
I don't know what
Walls.
poster he'll pick to put down here, but
I think he said he's gonna have his Boba Fett and other thing, smaller ones.
oh, okay,
Okay.
the black and white photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, why? Why do
did
we
they
need-
not learn their lesson from the first one 10 years
Seems
ago?
pretty genuine. Sorry, this comment replied. They look somewhat excited for it.
All right.
Yeah, and the person was like, "Thank you
Yeah.
so much for the replay." Like,
That's why we don't take down videos.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fetty, man.
maybe he's one of the 3 subs.
He or she looks like a she in the profile.
Even
Either
better.
or.
You could look up the name too. That'll. Anyway.
Terrible
Um,
pronunciation of names.
yeah, the Thing.
We appreciate you regardless.
Yeah. Just,
So he's just producing it, John Carpenter.
I assume it's the same thing as Halloween.
Did he have anything to do with the Thing? I don't
No
think
idea.
so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hmm.
And it was supposed to be a prequel. And yeah, the behind the scenes, I've seen behind the scenes of the 2011 or whatever year that came out, and the practical effects look cool. And I can't believe what the fuck they did to that movie, and I don't want to watch it, but I probably will.
Film studios, man. Gotta love them. You're like,
And-
nah, fuck practical. We gotta
and
do
the
full
major-
CGI.
Love to hear
The
it.
major push they're doing with this is that they are using things from the novel that haven't been in the other movies yet.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, but in my opinion, the things that they've left out, they probably left
For a
out
good
for
reason.
a reason.
Mhm.
So bringing that stuff in, is that stuff going to add another layer, or is
Yeah,
it going to
it
be
makes
pointless?
it stand out from the others, but at what cost?
Because it's kind of like a director's cut.
Mhm.
Like the infamous, Peter Jackson, he has stated that the theatrical cuts of Lord of the Rings, he sees those as
the most important.
the
stuff,
most important ones. He says the director cuts are for the fans.
Mhm.
He's like, he sees, because other people, other directors, think that their director cut is the version you should watch, and he recommends
Ridley
watching.
Scott,
yeah,
another,
he recommends
watching.
watching the theatrical versions because those are the ones that he envisioned, and he's like, the director's cut are for the fans. So if John Carpenter really wanted to make a director's cut of the original one, he should have, filmed all those scenes, but then maybe cut those out because they didn't need to be in it.
Do you think he would have been able to film them at the time?
Oh, of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, all the money
So-
went into the practical effects, and then that movie made no money. So,
Yeah.
because E.T. came out the same year, literally, I think 2 months
E.T..
before, and we know how much the
I
movie.
thought you said a couple weeks. Wasn't it a few weeks?
Maybe,
It was like August or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
but still, it's just it was a very bad timing.
Thanks a lot, Spielberg.
And you would think a movie like The Thing would want to come out in January, December, when it's ice cold out, and you want to go see a really cold movie.
Yeah. I guess they're thinking more of
Summer horror blockbuster.
like Jaws.
Yeah.
Because Halloween came out around Halloween, so I don't know. Yeah. That was 40 years ago. I can't tell you what they were thinking. so.
Right. But yeah, so then speaking of another remake that's happening, but this was announced a few months ago, was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Mhm.
has lost their directors, Ryan and Andy Tohill,
Okay.
for creative differences.
Always a good sign.
That's your go-to for why a director or directors are axed
That's
off.
the Disney go-to
Mhm.
for
So-
them releasing their director.
And they have hired David Blue Garcia as a replacement. I looked him up. He's done nothing.
Maybe a
Do we know who owns Texas Chain? Is it who owns them?
Don't have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like that's gotta be like it's just a studio thing at that point. It's like
Honestly, is it like Fox? So is it technically Disney?
maybe.
There's no way. Maybe.
I mean, Searchlight.
Texas
is-
Chainsaw. The OG.
The
There's
OG
one
one
remake.
was distributed by Bryanston Distributing Company.
Bryanston.
Dude, I mean, that is one of the most infamous like indie horror films. is
About
Texas.
$100,000 budget, made $31 million.
That's insane, especially to think of back then. Like,
Yeah, 74.
yeah, that's pretty like revolutionary, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
So-
big. I'm trying to think. Let's see. There's so many of them. Was this the last one? Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
must have
God.
been the last
2013, Lionsgate.
one.
Oh.
Lionsgate's kind of annoying. They're
Yeah.
pretty annoying with
They own Hunger Games, right?
and Knives Out. So that's Knives Out and like John Wick are now going to be like their things.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're making the Hunger Games prequel, right?
I think they're going to eventually. I don't know if they've announced it yet.
Got a capital.
So that's like their big things. They really got lucky with John Wick. That makes a lot of money.
They got really lucky with Knives Out.
Knives Out.
That made a lot
and
of
now,
money.
I mean, I'm glad Ryan's coming back to do it, which is interesting because he really doesn't do sequels or anything.
I mean,
like
obviously,
that.
he probably sees the potential there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
I think-
yeah, you can make just so many different stories with just that character.
Yeah, there's the cup.
Knives Out.
Yep. Hey.
But I mean, also just like the fact that I think he's also
I didn't
doing it
realize
just
your
to
picture.
like
Nice.
show, like he's like, yeah, like I am a good director. Like,
Fuck you, Star Wars fans.
yeah, like fuck you, Star Wars fans. I am a good director. So
I wonder what percentage of the people that hated The Last Jedi enjoyed it.
Hey Ryan, you want to see some more hate? Direct a DC film.
Ryan Johnson has announced to make the next
Justice League.
Justice League film.
so I think that's it for. Yeah, I think that's it for like news on like new movie announcements, directors.
Okay.
Nothing really. I mean, another like quick little thing is I saw that there's a new Nutty Professor movie coming out that just got announced. From,
Not with Eddie Murphy. Right?
No, it's gonna be a totally new.
It's gonna be Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Honestly, no. The Rock.
The Rock.
Everybody wants to see fat Dwayne Johnson again, like in
Oh God.
the one movie where he's or was that fat Kevin Hart? No, it was a fat Dwayne Johnson.
In what?
What's the premise?
No, it's the Central Intelligence.
Oh my God! Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning.
His high school
Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
When he has like the CGI face on.
Did he have like a fro on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The afro, and he was just blubbery,
No,
like
or
brace face.
Or we should do Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends when he's fat in that. That's pretty funny.
Mm.
So, has a fat suit on. Or
Classic.
change it up. Have it be a female.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you know it'd be Tiffany
Dude,
Haddish at that point.
I was gonna say Tiffany Haddish. Yeah. Either that or I guess
Melissa
Issa
McCarthy.
Rae. I don't think Issa Rae is as profitable. You know who she is. She's in the Lovebirds.
Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Up and comer more so.
I guess, but really nothing that she's done has made a ton of money because she did little. Remember when she turns small, the one girl, like the really rich woman, and she like
Oh, like a kid. She
yeah,
turns
she
you a kid.
turns into a kid,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
so she's in that too. So it's like
Yeah, I did not see that.
It's Tiffany would make sense because like comedian
mhm.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, like she is way more profitable too. Like her movies make pretty decent money.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So
So we'll see what happens
we
there.
shall see.
But it just shows that Hollywood just can't make original movies anymore.
Yeah, Professor isn't limited to men, like
Yeah.
women too. So
Yeah, that's
why
what I'm
not?
saying. And
You don't
honestly,
even have to
that's
change the name.
Exactly.
and everybody's going to hate that though when
Oh.
that comes out.
Who cares? It's the
I
Nutty
know.
Professor.
I know.
Just let it happen. Who cares? You're not going to see it anyway.
But speaking of original ideas, the CW has
Facts.
announced that they are making a live-action Powerpuff Girls
Yep.
TV show. What do we think about that?
The CW.
Yeah, that's my biggest red flag.
Just their budget, I guess,
Not even their budget, just the quality that they produce.
Yeah.
because of the budget.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, I guess.
Like their limitations, you know.
Like
So-
the writing and the look of it are going to be down because of that.
Like
It's
the,
like a
the
soap
art
opera.
style of
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls is just very expressive, I feel, and just like colorful, and that's what makes it interesting is because it's animated.
Yeah.
And it's like, now you're going to strip all that away because it's like
And
reality.
their cute eyes.
Yeah, they're cute little girls. Like,
Yeah.
they kick ass, dude. It's
They're
great.
awesome. I don't want... And also, like, they're literally, what, in preschool, kindergarten?
Yeah.
So, like, are we going to
They're like
get...
4 or 5, yeah.
Are we going to get, like, 5 or 6 young, like, year-old girls, or are we going to get, like, teenagers?
No, I think it was announced that they were like more grown up,
Ugh.
like
Okay.
teenagers.
No. See, that...
Is
that-
it just a continuation at that point?
moody girls.
That's the appeal to me, though, is how they're, like, literally in kindergarten. And so it's just so cute when they're just, like, with all the kindergartners, and then they got to go break through the roof to go fight crime. And
God, the rowdy rough boys.
I guess the only thing that would look
I
cool
need to
in
go
some
back and
way
watch
is to
more
see
of that.
some of the villains
Yeah, exactly.
in live action, like to see a
Do you want to
rendition.
see a CGI monkey with the
Bruh.
the big head
Well, I mean, you know,
By the CW.
by the
it'd be
CW?
kind of goofy, but I don't know, like
Wait, what's his name?
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo.
I think I saw like
Mumbo Jumbo.
I
like,
think
this
somebody
does not
took
sound right.
Toby Kebbell's monkey. What was his
Uh-huh.
name? From Planet of the Apes. What's his-
Caesar?
No, the bad one.
Bad one.
Oh.
What was his name? Oh my gosh!
That's your movie.
Oh god.
I know.
Oh god. What is his name?
What is his name?
Julius.
Koba.
Koba. Thank you. I saw Koba with
I had to
like
say it in his voice. Koba.
the suit on and like the brain and all that,
Mhm.
and I was like, that kind of looks cool. Like just
Right.
like really
But
creepy.
that is like a lot of money.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. But like,
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see, like her or like
The little princess or the hillbilly dude with the little balls.
Or the red chick with
him.
Is that,
him. I said
okay.
her. My bad.
No.
Him or like the what are the blue guys, like the
The germs.
amoeba, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they look like that.
The amoeba
Or
brothers or something.
God, it's been
Gangrene?
It's been a minute
Yeah,
since
isn't-
I've watched
Five
Powerpuff
Guys.
Girls. Yeah.
It'd be cool, I guess, to see some of them in live action. But you said it's a CW, so it's gonna look pretty
I
bad.
always forget how big of a rogues gallery the Powerpuff Girls have.
Dude, I love my favorite episode of the Powerpuff Girls was the Oogie Boogie episode. You guys remember that one?
I think so.
Where
I
like
don't- I
it's
remember
like
that
the
name.
disco party.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And yeah, I love that episode.
See, are they going to be making like original episodes or
Or
are they
they're
going
gonna
to remake?
remaster.
Yeah.
Like
Like the dog episode where they get turned into dogs. I think it's like one of the first episodes with the dog statue. They get turned to puppies. Everyone in Townsville gets turned to
yeah,
puppies.
I think I know what you're talking about. Or the episode where they make their own Powerpuff Girl, and it's like that really big like
Oh, the big one, the purple one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or remember the guys that pretend to be the Powerpuff Girls, and they're like really ugly.
Maybe.
They're like really creepy.
Oh, and they're like full-size adults.
Yes.
Do you remember the Dynamo? The like Power Rangers episode where they built a giant robot and it had the cutter
Oh my god, I think
and
so.
they're fighting and there's fire everywhere.
It's just like that was so long ago that I've watched this.
And I feel
remember-
like it was very tongue-in-cheek, like Japanese
Yeah.
style for that episode.
Yeah, like a Power Ranger sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Father Time one where it was like the old guy and he controls the time and then like his eye
Vaguely.
crest.
Yes, because
would
it's almost like
be-
the Sandman kind of.
Sandman.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like Father Time Sandman sort of something
yeah, I
like
remember
that.
that one. Oh my gosh, Powerpuff Girls was pretty cool, guys.
Nostalgia
Let's
trip
not
right
ruin
there.
it, CW, please.
Do we want to
Oh my
just
God.
marathon it?
Honestly,
Why not?
how many
Is there
episodes
even-
are there?
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
looking
saying.
right now.
It's gotta be like
79.
okay.
that's a
That's
decent
decent.
one. Because that's what 2 per episode then, or is 79 counting like the 2 slots? You know?
Do you think they're 11 minutes?
Probably each individual episode.
It's each because that's what SpongeBob would do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Each 11 minutes. was
Yeah,
an
I
episode.
assume because it wouldn't be one episode. It'd be they would split it up into 2.
So that's like 35-ish slots for
Mhm.
like episodes. You know, maybe some specials here and there.
Oh, and the movie. Come on, the movie's great.
I
movie was
barely
dark.
remember the movie.
Yeah, the movie's pretty awesome. I remember
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh, wait, no.
I remember seeing that
what?
shit in theaters and like
I
loving it.
had the DVD, and I don't think I saw it. I was too young, so man.
This
Let's
is
just
this
make
is
it
a
the
nice
Powerpuff
little
Girls,
nostalgic
yeah.
blast of the
I
past.
just completely like every character you say, I'm like, oh my god, I kind of remember that name. Or
Okay, hold on. I take it back.
Visualizing.
I think I was looking at the reboot. There are 6 seasons of the original 1998, 78 whole episodes, which is 136 segments. So 136 individual stories.
That is way
Episode.
more than
Damn, I want to know how many maybe there's
Now
like
we
a
gotta
good
watch all of
handful
them.
that I haven't seen, you know?
I'm sure I haven't
the
seen most of them.
Christmas episode. 'Twas the fight before Christmas. I vaguely
remember that
remember that.
I don't remember that one.
This show was
also,
fire,
dude, we
dude.
haven't even talked about like the mayor and like his obsession with pickles.
Yep.
Are we ever going to see the face of his
It's the
assistant,
assistant.
the secretary?
Like, see, how could
Because
you
he's tiny, right?
how
Yeah.
could you film that? Like,
I mean, you can always, because every shot he's in is like focused down on him.
Get up.
but like
Peter Dinklage
animation
as the
always
mayor.
makes it look more appealing, you know?
That
What?
or Mini Me.
Peter Dinklage. Well, he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, Mini Me passed away.
Vern Troyer. R.I.P. He died like a year or two ago.
oh damn.
Do you guys remember the
Yes, Peter
episode where
Dinklage. I'm a
the
fan of
mayor's assistant falls in love with the professor?
Yes, and it was actually like
And
an
like
evil.
Medusa or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, character. Remember that one?
And you saw her face.
Yeah.
Or Medusa's face. Oh God,
That shit's tight.
that was the Homewrecker episode.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Oh, dude, that's some good stuff. Powerpuff Girls is a great cartoon, guys.
Oh, and does it? Professor X like comes to his senses and pushes her into the pool.
I think so,
Medusa?
yeah.
I don't remember. I barely
Or not
remember
Professor X,
most of it.
Utonium. God, Matt has ruined me now.
Professor X. Oh
It's
my
Professor
god, yeah.
Utonium.
I was like,
I just said
Wait, what?
Professor. I forgot.
Yeah,
Professor X.
Yeah, it's Chemical X.
Chemical
yeah,
X,
Chemical X, Utonium, in Townsville.
Dude, great opening theme song.
The city of Townsville.
Isn't who voices the mayor? It's SpongeBob, right? It's Tom.
Tom Kenny?
Yeah, it's Tom Kenny, right?
Sounds
It
like
sounds like his voice.
I think it is him.
Yeah.
I also think he's the narrator.
Hello, girls.
But
Yeah, it's more of like Squidward and SpongeBob put together, like a nasally.
Yeah, way
SpongeBob.
nasally, just to make it older sounding.
Because he's got that giant nose too.
Mm-hmm.
damn, Powerpuff
Yeah, he's like
Girls.
really like kind-hearted too. He's just like a little mayor. you
So
know?
is the reboot show already done?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
really haven't heard much about that for
Oh,
a
yeah,
long
really.
time.
I don't remember if there's a dash in
Do
it.
you guys remember that Powerpuff Girls was like aired like on Toonami?
2019, 3 seasons.
I remember watching it on Cartoon.
I mean, it's Toonami was Cartoon Network.
Oh,
it just
okay.
it appeared on Toonami, which was more of like the teenager shows.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
It would
maybe.
appear like at like 9:00 at night or something.
So pre-Adult Swim.
Mhm.
Top 10 darkest Powerpuff Girl episodes.
Watch Mojo.
Miss Mojo.
Oh, Miss Mojo.
I don't know what
Why is
that
it on
is.
Miss Mojo? That's sexist. why are you limiting Powerpuff Girls to Miss Mojo?
Hold on, I think like guys love it as much as girls do. If
No, look
not
at us.
more.
It's not more. Yeah,
No, it's pretty awesome.
it's more catered toward like anime crowd. I feel.
Yeah, I think that's what
so.
it was. It was like just an American version of anime.
Sort of like Avatar.
Mhm.
But why the CW?
Yeah.
David, come at us about
Yeah.
not liking the CW series.
I'm wondering why,
Steven watched the
how they
CW
got
series.
the rights to
I
that.
thought he loved the Arrow and Flash.
I think he loved Arrow.
But not I thought he was into the Flash as well.
What about
Maybe.
Supergirl?
Because he was all over that crossover, right?
Well, that was like a huge deal. I think was that whole like DC fandom cross universe
like the Flash.
that
the
brought
two
like
Flashes.
Kevin Costner or not Kevin Costner, Kevin, what's his name, Conroy.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
Costner.
Kevin James.
as got to be as Batman and like
Mhm.
all that shit, but
For the fans.
for the fans.
If we learned anything, it's always for the fans.
It's only for the fans.
Only for the fans.
What if there's no
Apparently.
fans? Only for the
Gatekeeping
fans.
101.
Well, that was a nice little,
that
was-
Powerpuff Girl.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, that was adorable.
Our nostalgia just hit a new peak.
So this is something that I learned recently is that MTV is moving to animation. Did you guys know about this?
Oh God, they're really good and desperate, huh?
I heard about one show they're picking up.
Yes, which is I'm
They're
going to bring it
picking
up.
a show?
They are rebooting Ren and Stimpy. So
I feel like that would be more MTV.
That's
Yeah.
originally what it was on as well, back in the day.
was it on Spike?
Spike was like the reboot, somewhat. I think it started on MTV, went to Nickelodeon, and then they wanted to keep doing it.
Went
And
to
then Spike
Spike,
picked
and then
it
it
up.
just died.
And that's when it got really adult. And it went
Yeah.
for like half a
It
season.
got
I
pretty
think.
edgy at a point.
Right.
Yeah.
But the more reason why I bring
I
this
could
up
be wrong about that.
is because they have canceled 2 of their shows. And
MTV?
and they just canceled one, I think, like today or yesterday. They canceled Drunk History,
Yeah, heard about that.
and I heard about that.
Wait, that was on MTV?
Mhm.
I thought that was Comedy Central.
Mm-mm.
Might have started there.
Yeah, it might
Maybe
have
it
started
there. Okay.
And then Tosh.0 got canceled as well.
Okay, those are both on Comedy Central. I promise you.
No, Tosh.
Oh, no, I know.
Sure.
Okay, so maybe then why did the article have MTV in there? So maybe it's Comedy Central.
Man, Tosh.0's ending. That's quite a run.
Which is
like a
crazy
decade
because
Survived this entire decade.
what I just read is that in the beginning of this year they renewed it for 4 more seasons, and then the season 12 just premiered I think this week, and then they announced that this will be its last season.
What about ridiculousness then?
Because that was the MTV one.
Yes.
Yes.
That was on MTV.
Okay, I should look at that article again because maybe I got a little confused, but I know for sure that Drunk History got canceled and Tosh.0 just got canceled.
Bro,
And
how has
Daniel Tosh-
Tosh.0 survived cancel culture? Like that part. I always felt like that was like the edgiest of edgy shows.
Yeah,
But-
mainly because it's just from a stand-up comedian and it's on Comedy Central. It's not like
And that's his brand.
I mean, he's just reacting to videos basically. It's just his jokes might be edgy.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
he
what
made a little tweet joking about he's like maybe they'll rehire me in 25 years to do a comedy show for animation. So
there you go. Because he's been on Brickleberry. He's one of those characters.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's a
I
little
thought he
bear.
was a producer of that.
He's probably
I mean that was
Or
only like a
co-creator.
season though. Like that died really
Yeah.
fast.
Because he was advertising that hardcore
Yeah, I remember that like
in the show.
Brickleberry.
No, I'm curious.
But-
Brickleberry.
So yeah, it's just kind of, Tosh.0 is definitely is like
Dude, that was
the
like...
death of like a huge show, especially for our like
Oh,
generation.
no. I watched that religiously in high
It
school
was
and middle school. Yeah.
So funny and so many. I mean, The Soup was the first one to do it,
yeah.
and then Tosh.0, and then
And then Ridiculousness.
yeah, Ridiculousness was just so
Literally the
stupid.
same exact show.
Yeah, it's just with not as a funny.
Just not a
person.
comedian
No.
and just the same clips or
And-
worse clips.
I think the best thing is in like kind of like the middle seasons when he would do like what was it called, like the segment where he would bring somebody back.
Executive producer. Executive producer.
No, it'd be
What was it called? When he would bring the person back from the viral
it's
video.
not web redemption. It's like web.
No?
Web.
I thought it was Web
Anima-
Redemption.
Well, it's web redemption. Like that's always been a thing. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like when he brings back the people he already did a web redemption for.
Yes. Like
So,
for like when they would
like
do
an anniversary sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I forgot what those are called.
But I don't know. It just he always evolved it. I thought.
And all of his seasons, I have the first 3 seasons on DVD, and all of them are just his seasons are each named after whatever wardrobe he's wearing. One of them are cardigans. One of them is
Forgot about
a pullover hoodies or something like that, and like just
V-necks.
yeah, V-necks
stuff
was
like
one
that.
of them. Yeah,
it was such a simple show, so easy.
loved him.
He would just have. I would love.
He's still one of
always-
my favorite stand-up comedians.
I would love the ones where it would be him in the studio and they'd be like trying to come up with jokes and stuff, like all those like
like
behind
there's a
scenes.
giant table.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just fucks around
Those
or
are
whatever.
so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I remember reading that got canceled, and I was like, damn, like I haven't watched it in a hot minute, but
It's been a while since
that was
I
like
watched
my
it,
high
yeah.
school right there.
Yeah.
Definitely my high school. Like
Yeah,
my friends, my
I
dad
had it
and
recorded
I.
on my DVR. Watch it every week.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
DVR. Do you guys remember that? What was like the little TV?
TiVo?
TiVo.
Yeah. Remember
That's
that?
a giant joke in Tropic Thunder. Remember
Yeah.
the
I haven't
TiVo?
seen Tropic Thunder in so
Ah.
long. I gotta watch.
Remember,
it.
Matthew McConaughey is like,
Yeah.
"I have your TiVo. I have your TiVo right here," or whatever.
Does he blow up in the end?
No,
You're
but
thinking of the director. What's his
Steve
name?
Coogan.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
Coogan that blows
But
up in the
he
beginning.
does use the TiVo to blow up a helicopter at the end.
What's the hell? No, he blocked the missile with the
He blocked
TiVo.
the missile,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it blew up the helicopter or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yo, that movie's great.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That movie's
I
great.
love it.
It's so funny.
An example of doing certain things in context that
Like, blackface is problematic, but they're literally making fun of actors
Exactly.
that would go out of
That's
their
why-
way to do blackface.
I don't know if he should have gone out of his way to get an Oscar nomination for it.
No, and it's
Maybe
kind of
not.
hilarious that he did get one.
Yes, it's
but
a little like it just shows you that the Academy was a
it's
little.
like they're a little loosey goosey
yeah,
there.
yeah. But
Definitely can't pass today. I feel like, that
I
joke
still
is-
I don't think that movie. I mean, I would love to rewatch it soon. I don't think that has like aged poorly though, because
No.
they are self-aware of what they're doing.
Mm-mm.
So, and Robert Downey Jr. is so lovable. It's like you can't hate him.
That was his comeback year too,
Yeah.
because that came out and Iron Man came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Sherlock Holmes. I think all 3 of them came out or Sherlock Holmes was 2009,
Yeah.
so that came out the year after.
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes, man.
Man, he had a big
Please,
comeback.
Guy Ritchie, don't come back, dude. Please, don't
You
make
do
Aladdin
want him
2.
to come back?
Yes,
Who's slated now for that?
the guy who did Rocket Man,
Like Ruben
David something.
It's not Ruben Fletcher or something.
Oh, yeah,
like
Ruben
that?
Fletcher. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruben Fletcher. Yeah, he's slated to direct it. So
Okay.
I'm like, dude, no, come on, give me my Guy Ritchie humor. Like that's what I need. I need his editing. I need his
I
humor.
only saw the second one once. I really love the first one.
Oh, the first one's so good. I just watched like
barely
half of
remember
it,
the
like when
second
I was
one.
like visiting my family, and I was
Mhm.
like, I love this movie.
So
So
fun.
So we know about that Nicolas Cage movie, right? Coming out
That Nicolas Cage movie?
where he's playing himself.
Yes.
No idea of the premise, but somebody has just been
He's
attached.
playing Jim Carrey. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's playing himself in a movie.
Are there
And-
not two of him? It's just him playing him?
I think so.
Because there's two Nicolas Cages in an adaptation. And he
Okay.
plays Charlie Kaufman, which is really funny.
Interesting.
Yes.
So he's, okay. I just got like nerd, like fucking brain fart right there.
But Pedro Pascal is now attached to it and will be playing a super fan of Nicolas Cage. So
So it's like The Fanatic, but
yeah,
maybe not as bad. Just role reversal, I guess.
The Fanatic, but better. Probably a lot better.
Not directed by
I mean, this film is probably going.
fucking what's his name from
It's
Limp
going to be
Bizkit.
interesting. Like it could
Fred
either
Durst.
be
Yeah.
like really good and like really deep, or it could just be really.
Do you
stupid.
know who's directing that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
If somebody could look it up, maybe see like what I don't know what it's going to be called, but maybe just go
I
to
hope
like
it's
Nicolas,
called. I hope it's called just Nicolas Cage.
or just called Nick Cage. He's a Coppola, isn't he?
Yes, he's
What's his actual name?
cousin.
I don't know his actual name, but I know that he's related to the Coppolas.
Right.
So but I remember he wanted to hide it. He wanted to be his. He didn't want to.
Make his own.
Yeah, he
path.
wanted to make his own name. So that's why he's like Nick Cage.
Nicholas Kim Coppola.
Okay,
so he's a Coppola. I think he's the nephew of Francis Coppola. I think.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
it. Damn, those would be some. That's a family, right?
Does it have a title? His Nick Cage movie?
I don't know if it has. a
Because
title.
on the Hollywood Reporter it says the unbearable weight of massive talent.
He's
Those
been
are
married
quotes.
4 times.
Maybe that's going to be the name of it.
4 times.
Yeah.
That's
Any
Hollywood,
of
baby.
the like any of his like wives like famous, or were they all kind of like nobody that you recognize? Let me see.
That's the title.
That's the title of it. Say it again.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Massive talent.
Oh, he was married to Arquette for a few years.
Tom Gormican is the director.
Tom Gormican.
He's
That's a
literally
fun
married
name.
to somebody for not even a whole year.
Right. Looks like some model or
Yeah, it
something.
looks like somebody who's like 19.
Alice Kim, though, for 12
This guy
years.
is not even a director.
He's not.
He's an actor.
Oh, my
Interesting.
Oh God.
God.
All right. Well, anyway, so
Hey,
Pedro
that's
Pascal.
Nick Cage right there. That's what's up.
God, I love him.
But yeah, so Pedro Pascal is going to be playing a super fan of Nicolas Cage. So he's
Okay.
going to eat that role up.
Interesting.
We need more Pedro. He's great. He's really funny.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's blowing up now.
I love
Got to
him
capitalize.
in Kingsman 2.
Oh, he's in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, still need to see that. Jason hates that.
Oh, he's
movie.
Jason doesn't like the sequel?
No.
I will say it's
Just how campy it is.
it's nowhere near. Like, the first one to me is, like, pretty much perfect.
But it's both Matthew Vaughn, right?
Yeah, but, like, I hated the idea of the bullshit, like, suction cup thing to save Colin Firth's life.
Oh,
it totally trumps. Like, the first movie, when he died, I was like, whoa. Like, they killed him. I was like, that's awesome. And then I remember seeing him in the
trailer.
And I thought it was going to be, I think I remember correctly, the trailer made it look like it was like,
A flashback or something.
no, his twin. He had a twin or something. That's what I remember thinking it was going to be. But then the movie literally opens up with like Halle Berry in her office being like, oh my gosh, a Kingsman just got shot in this local church. We got to go there. And then she like flies down and like puts this like goop on his face to like heal his brain. And then like he has memory loss and he's like living in like a white room and like butterflies are
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
And like
Does,
I remember that was
it's
kind
based
of
on a comic,
disappointing.
right?
The first one is. The second one's completely original.
Okay.
And this
probably-
prequel is going to be
Yeah.
completely original because they used all of the source material for the first movie. But the first movie was so successful, they were like, "Yo, Matthew, come on, make another one." He's like, "Okay,
Make another one.
Let's go to America."
And another one. And another one.
The thing I liked about one is that they all were named after like alcohol, like liquor. So like I remember like I think Channing Tatum was like bourbon.
Yeah.
And like somebody was like whiskey. Was that Pedro? Was he whiskey? And like I don't know. I like the idea of like the American Kingsmen and that they're all like, you know, alcohol.
Yeah, and they're
like
the statesmen.
Like Texas. Yeah, the statesmen. That's what they're called.
Each country could have had like a different
statesman.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like the unnecessary vagina shot, which was just not needed.
Oh,
but like
this is a fun movie.
Julianne Moore is really campy in it, and Elton John is fucking hilarious in it.
I forgot he's in that.
So I enjoy it. I don't disapprove of it. But damn, Jason hates it.
I can't stand it. He loves the first one.
I mean, I love the first one too, but sometimes
I think Taylor didn't like the second one either.
Sometimes I try to think of the second one not existing when I'm rewatching the first one. Like, so when Colin Firth dies, I'm just like, damn.
Let's just keep it at that.
Let's see what's going on next.
God, but there's that one scene where another character dies in the second one. That one's heartfelt. I like that one.
Oh yeah, and then TikTok fucking ruined it.
No. It's fine.
No clue what
just because a certain
happened.
song that's playing with it.
Yeah, as in
yeah.
they use his voice. Anyways,
It's fine.
It's fine. We're fine.
okay. Before we go into the DC stuff, I have two more little things. Anybody here Galaxy Quest fans? Ever see the movie?
I saw something
Vaguely.
about Alan Rickman.
Yeah. So the director came out recently. Somebody asked him about a sequel, if there was ever a sequel in the works. And he said, yes, there was a sequel like literally a year or two before Alan Rickman passed away.
Dang.
And like they said, Alan Rickman was like the key. Like his character was like the main focus of the sequel.
I've never seen the original.
It's so funny.
Was he the Spock ripoff?
Yes.
Yes. And I would love to watch it again. I've only seen it once.
Do you own it?
I don't own it.
Okay.
It was one of the first movies I watched down here on my own.
Wow. Look at you.
But I remember watching it. It's really funny. Like, obviously, he's making fun of Star Trek, and it's just, but it's also like really good.
Yeah, very.
And they wanted to make a sequel, and they had the whole cast was on board. And then obviously,
You got the cancer.
our man got the cancer, passed away, and they shelved it. But now they're in talks of like maybe bringing it back and doing it again. So,
Okay.
I wouldn't be opposed to it if everybody comes back. You know,
Right.
if Sigourney comes back, if Tim Allen comes back, it'd be cool to see him in like another live action movie. There's some other people.
They're all so old now.
I know, but they could easily like trope that even more because like Patrick Stewart came back to reprise his role in Star Trek, so they could make us. They could be doing a parody
Old
of
Picard show.
of
that would be great.
rebooting
That would be funny.
Galaxy
Yeah.
Quest. That would be honestly that's probably the premise of
What
it.
would be even more funny is if they like shot it like a TV show, like Picard the series, and like completely making fun of it, but it's still a film or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and like have Tim Allen just full of himself, and he's like, I know my character perfectly. I know everything he would do, and it's everything completely opposite of what he would do. So
that'd be funny.
they could-
Justin
just
Long
like
was in
Picard.
that?
I think Justin Long was like the super fan or something.
And Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, it was a good cast.
They were babies then.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell.
Good old Rainn
Damn,
Wilson.
Sam Rockwell's in that. He must be a baby too. Yeah,
All the babies.
all the babies.
Well, yeah, all right, good for them.
Good for them. Yeah,
Still
if
need-
it happens, man.
Still need to see the original.
Alan Rickman.
That's
Corbin
my,
Blue
That's my
was in
mom's
it.
number.
That's
one,
a name I haven't heard in a
arguably.
while.
Corbin Blue.
Corbin Blue.
Yeah. I haven't
Wow.
heard- Yeah. High School Musical, baby.
And jump in.
Jump in.
Yeah.
The fro, baby.
So, hopefully this will be the last of the PlayStation 5 rumors.
Oops.
Because I need this thing to just happen already. So there was a leaked photo on some Chinese like website,
It's always China.
which had all the prices of like every individual thing. So like the headphone, the controller, the charging station.
US
Everything they
prices.
showed
Yeah.
off.
Hmm?
Like everything.
Yeah,
they showed
everything they
off.
showed off. They have the prices for like America, like for like the UK, for China, like all the different prices and everything. And Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
Yes.
which is going to be like the launch title. So
Ooh.
the Blu-ray console, $500. Discless is $400.
Right.
The controller is going to be $60, which everybody's really shocked about that it's not going up in price. The charger for the controller is $30. The headset is $160. The stand, so to put it like to lay it down, is going to be $25. Mm-hmm. There's a PlayStation remote that you can get that's going to be $30. And Miles Morales is going to only be $40. So
It's pretty big.
Is that not a full-length game then?
no, it's not. You didn't know about that? Yeah, no. It's kind
Are
of
they going with DLC or something?
It's not DLC. It's on Naughty Dog did the same thing. After Uncharted 4 came out, they made Uncharted Lost Legacy, which takes two of the side characters and puts them in their own story. And it wasn't as in-depth as an Uncharted game, but it still felt like a video game. Mm-hmm. And it still had like a full story and a good, like, maybe like 10 to 12 hour playtime. And that's what they pitched Miles Morales at. They're like, it's not going to be fully in-depth like Spider-Man, like the first Spider-Man game, but there will be like a full arc, a full story in there. And so that's like, to me, I was like, yeah, that's really cool, but I don't think it should be $60. And so if this is true that it's $40, that's really nice. Because if you think about it, the reason why Lost Legacy was $40 is because there was nothing new to like the mechanics of the game. They took all of the same base material from Uncharted 4 and just made more content with it. Instead of just doing like a DLC, they just made a full new flesh game. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're doing here. It's the same groundwork. Like, it's going to be the same New York. It's going to look the same. Maybe
same
just
engine.
Updated graphics. Yeah, it's going to be the same Unreal Engine. It's going to be the same mechanics as, Spider-Man. It's just you're going to play as a new character and you're doing new story missions. So, slice off that $20 for like, maybe the more like in-depth story or like collectibles or side quests and stuff like that. There was no feature if there's going to be like a bundle of stuff, because like I would like to just like buy a bundle of like if there was a bundle that came with like the stand, the remote, the headset, the console, the game, I'd just buy that all together. I would just do that, get it over with, and buying everything in individual and pay all that fucking tax and shit. But
it's interesting that there's a separate charger for the cable, or not the cable, the controller.
Yeah, I wonder if they
instead of just plugging it into your PlayStation.
Yeah,
the fourth one. But
it would be nice, like, what if you have like 4 controllers, which is ridiculous to think of, but you could have 2 always charging on that deck, and then you can have 2 charging, or have one of them charging in the PlayStation and the other USBs for your headset, kind of like how I have mine set up.
There's only 2 USB ports.
Yeah, I think so. There might be more in the back. Who knows? I really haven't gotten a good look at it. It looks fucking huge. There better be more than 2, honestly. But then
Apple route and get rid of your audio jack.
The rumored pre-order date is September 9th, which is coming up because that is the PlayStation 1's anniversary of its launch. And November 20th will be the release date when it's coming out. So,
yeah, I feel like you have to get it before Christmas comes around. Like, you got to hit Black Friday around there,
So, and like, the 20th, that's like what, like 5 days before Thanksgiving or something. So, but my thing is, the pre-orders are like September 9th. If that's like the real thing, they said they're only going to have 10 million PlayStation 5s available for this year.
For US only?
I don't know if it's US or worldwide.
If it's worldwide, you could forget about it.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Very little.
Yeah. It's very little. I don't remember if it was worldwide or just US, but they said that, like, obviously because of COVID, they couldn't make as many as they wanted to. Mm-hmm. So they only are making 10 million for this like holiday season. So fingers crossed that Matt and I can get it. If not, oh well, I guess I'm playing the PlayStation 4 for a little bit longer and can't watch 4K movies.
It's going to feel like the Wii back when that launched.
Right. Oh yeah.
Massive
that
shortage.
That shit was huge. Or all the sort.
Everyone had a Wii, man.
Dude, the Wii was fucking awesome.
Wii was the ultimate party console, basically.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and it came with arguably like the best game ever.
Oh yeah.
Like
Wii Sports is like up there as like just one of the best.
That's
party
such
games.
a great just like initial game, for a
and it's
console.
almost like it's just
so
like
bare bones and basic.
Well, it's just
easy
like
to make.
This game is here to get you used to the Wii controller.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is.
New
for.
technology,
and the fact that like bowling is so much fun on the Wii, and you just get 4 people and you all just take turns like you're bowling. You're literally bowling in your house.
At
so
home,
It's
so
really
many
fun.
broken TVs.
Oh,
And,
my grandpa
Oh,
did
yeah.
it.
Memes.
and
was pretty
fans.
great.
Broken
fans.
tailbones.
Dude.
And one of the best sequels of all time with Resort.
Oh,
Resort is
yes.
great.
Wii Sports Resort is so fucking good. The dog
Basketball,
fighting,
baby.
the bike racing, all that shit.
Sword fighting is way more fun than I remember it. Yeah.
Oh, you and the basketball you were talking about before.
Oh, yeah, basketball.
I got it. Yeah, I should try to buy my own.
The Motion Plus ping pong.
Yeah, for the longest time,
Yes.
apparently we lost our Motion Plus bricks.
More golf.
So we couldn't play Wii Resort for a couple months. And then, I'm like, fuck it. Just bought, 2 or 3 of them.
And then the Wii Fit.
Wii
no
Fit.
one ever.
Said no one ever. The
But
Wii Fit board.
We play with the tank
We play
game.
with,
Yes, the tank game. Holy
and,
shit.
yeah.
Could have made a
pool.
whole separate game just with that.
Dude.
Yep.
They have the tank game in Clubhouse 51, and it sucks.
Really-
There's 5 levels.
That sucks.
What's the point?
Dude, I
Got my
totally
hopes up.
forgot
That's
about Wii Play.
50% why I bought that.
Damn.
We played. Wasn't that one of the first titles, too? With
Yeah.
the Wii?
And it would come with a controller, and that's why a lot of people bought it, was just to get the
Oh,
controller.
just to get the other
I think it was $60 to get the controller. That was $40 and $20 for the game, basically.
Mm.
It's a great bundle.
Yeah.
Why not?
Dude, the Wii was huge. And then they fucked up. But then they came back out strong. So
Yeah.
Switch
You're
is
saying Nintendo?
in line to pass the
Isn't
Wii.
did the news come out about the one Nintendo Switch thing that was big? Isn't it online play or something like that? Oh my god, what's it called? I'm sorry, I'm not a gamer.
The
so-
I heard there's
Nintendo
a new-
Online system?
Well, I heard
yeah,
there's
what is
new-
it fucking called though? Oh man. Oh no,
Well, he's thinking.
I don't know.
Is there a rumor of a new Switch coming out next year?
Maybe that's what
The
it
Switch
is.
There's always been
No,
rumors that a Switch
yeah.
I
Pro
don't
is.
think it was that then.
I just
coming out
saw.
soon.
Yeah, I saw
I don't know.
a picture saying a new Switch coming out for 2021.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think
Was the Switch Lite profitable?
Yeah.
It was.
It's just another thing to push more systems out. I mean, that's what the 3DS and the DS did so well, is because they kept revising it and pushing new, different systems out.
I mean, sort of like the Game Boy did that too. With
Yep.
you had Game Boy Color and then Advance and then SP
Yeah.
and then
I guess the Game Boy and the Advance are different because they had different systems. Because in the cartridges,
Yeah.
so I think they're considered different. Like a GameCube and a Wii would be considered different consoles.
I always was.
And DS and 3DS had different.
Was
cartridges.
jealous of the kids with the SP because it was
The
just so
backlight.
much brighter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude,
I could see everything I was doing,
I could
without having to tilt it so I could see in the sunlight or
Right.
something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or when you catch
definitely
every-
forget about that. That
every
like,
street
the
light
Yeah.
in the car.
rip to the 20-year-old who buys a Game Boy and then tries to play it at night and they're like, "Fuck, I can't see
Yeah,
this."
exactly.
Or when you buy the wrong cartridge and you're like, wait, they're different sizes?
This one
doesn't
is
work?
so much bigger than this one.
Yeah. It won't fit.
The Game Boy.
I will never get rid of my Game Boy. I hope it survives
Yeah.
for much longer
yeah.
because it's used.
I mean, Steel Collectibles, they're really good, and they
Yeah.
have Game Boys there. And
Remember
games.
2 years ago when the guys are down and you all had that nostalgia?
Oh, I still have my Game Boy SP. Yeah,
I have Pokemon Yellow and Red.
I got my
Never
case
had
of all my
blue,
games
though.
right up there.
Oh yeah.
I have to whip that out.
See, I never got to play Ruby or Emerald.
No.
I never got those. That was Adam had
Arguably
Ruby. I'm pretty
second
sure.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold,
He loved playing his.
gold and silver are always going at it with Ruby and
Because he had a
Sapphire,
DS.
but-
Him and his sister had DSs, and so he would play
Gen 3 for
Emerald.
life. Baby.
He would play Ruby on that.
do you guys remember?
so-
Emerald is hands down.
What
one of
was the
best.
chat on the
Picto
DS?
chat.
Picto
Picto
chat.
Dude, we would get in
Dude.
so much trouble on the
Oh,
bus,
yeah?
going to field trips. So much trouble.
Dude, I just
oh,
just like the
We were
childish
so
shit you
mean
would
on
say. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would be like car trips for us because my stepbrothers had the DSs, so we just go on Picto Chat just because
Dude.
to not
is there
get in
anything
trouble.
like that for just phones? Picto
I mean,
chat kind of thing.
I mean, I get you can write messages in text instead of
It's
texting.
just not as fun.
It's not as
Right,
fun with the
yeah.
little the little
pens,
yeah,
yeah.
little thing. I loved it, dude. I remember we would have teachers
Filling up
coming
the
up and
whole
down the
thing with
aisles and
black.
looking at the DSs and seeing what the fuck we're doing and
It's like, why is there a penis on this, Mr. Crane?
oh dude, so bad. But I love Nintendo Dogs. That was such a fun
Nintendo
game.
Dogs, yeah.
Nintendogs. Why is there not a sequel, or why there's not Nintendo Cats or something? Nintendo Animals.
If you for the Switch, you would really think they would do one.
It's on the go.
It's pretty much like a a DS just like in a like bigger, like on a console form.
Plus, like those 20-year-olds
resolution.
that
Doesn't have the
that
double
grew up
screen,
playing, Nintendogs or something.
Oh, people
It
eat
sucked
that.
so much that they had 3 Nintendogs. It's like, I want a lab, but I also want this. I don't want to get 2 games.
Gotta go with the lab every time.
Yeah.
I love taking the walks and picking up the poop.
Oh, yeah.
Picking up the poop.
And making the most efficient path with like your limited walk cycle.
Oh my god.
Or they would tug on the leash. If you like let them go, they'd get a present, but you
Video
could miss
games
it.
are so goofy.
I love
so
it.
goofy.
I love it.
Oh, dude.
Back in the good old days.
Now I just want to buy a DS.
Now it's
Now I just want to play Pokemon. For a while, I got like the first 2 badges. And I remember being younger,
stopped
like,
playing
dude,
or
this is way harder. or no, this was like when I played it recently. I'm like, man, when I was young, I thought this was so hard. Like getting past
Right.
Brock and
Intimidating.
Onyx.
Like
if you don't grind, it can be hard.
That's me.
If you
I was like
streamline it.
grinding my
Yeah.
and like building up my Pokemon because I caught a Jigglypuff, dude. OP. you knock out the Pokemon,
Yeah.
bring in like I'm a Charmander guy, so brought in like Charmeleon and just fuck them up
Yeah.
every time. It's great. It's OP, man.
Would
I'm like,
Jigglypuff just get the thing out first?
Yep. Hey, you gotta put it to sleep and then
Yeah.
you bring out your other Pokemon. I'm like, yes. Oh my god, I'm way more smarter than I was when I was like 6.
when you're 6, you just keep using Jigglypuff. Why do you suck?
Oh, I didn't even use Jigglypuff. I'm like, Jigglypuff's stupid. I don't want Jigglypuff. I want to buy your Pokemon. I want a Squirtle.
Dude, that was back when Jigglypuff was a normal type,
Yeah.
not fairy type.
Yeah. Fairy type. I don't mess with like post
Dude.
200 Pokemon really. Like,
Dude, that was before Dragon was a type too, and Steel.
I remember I collected a ton of Pokemon cards. And I got rid of all of them for some reason.
Yeah, I was never a fan
Worst
of Pokemon
decision.
cards. So.
I'm always trying to figure
me
out
and
like,
Adam would collect. Like,
how much would
crazy.
it be to get like the 800, but like base? I don't need the hologram,
No.
the special one. I just
No,
want
no.
the basic one.
Just let me play it at home because I really love the card game.
Yeah,
Like it's way simpler than like Yu-Gi-Oh.
they do
I
have
still
it
don't know how
online.
to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
There's a trading card
Oh,
game
yeah.
online.
I don't get you.
like
I have
Magic
the trading
Gathering.
card game. So like,
I forgot.
I have. It's like a black cartridge, and I have it.
When does that Pokemon Snap game come out?
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I've heard
Next
it.
year,
Kept
Next
hearing
year.
about
early
that.
next year,
Mm.
maybe. I'll have to keep up on that.
Is that a Snap game?
It's like a camera game.
You remember Pokemon Snap on 64?
Yeah. Remember that?
It's like a rail
Oh
shooter.
yeah,
You
that was
just
on 64.
Literally just
Yep.
you just take pictures of Pokemon.
That wasn't on GameCube.
It
Wow,
might have been a demo.
maybe. Man, that was
Pretty
a while
sure,
ago.
sure it was
I
64.
barely remember that. Remember
Could've been
Pokemon Coliseum?
Oh yeah.
Coliseum, DX,
Yep.
Shadow of Darkness.
Dude, I was knee deep in Pokemon like elementary school. Oh, I loved Pokemon so much. Loved it.
Why not hop back into it?
It's a huge
Maybe.
craze. It's huge.
It's just been a while, so I'm like, I barely remember most of them, really.
Mhm.
So that's why playing the game
I
was
really
nice.
want you to play like Sword or Shield or something and just be like, there's how many I've missed?
Yeah, how many,
400?
yeah, how many do you think there are total now?
Oh, like 800 plus. So I had to throw that number out there. And
That
last
isn't-
time he played was Gen 3, Sapphire and Emerald, or Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby.
It was like around,
Or
I
did
probably gave it up around like 07, 08 maybe.
So you might have played Diamond and Pearl.
No, I never played. I think that was the last I remember collecting the cards for. Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
Did you get money for the cards? Or you just give them away.
No, like me and my sister went to daycare for a long time, and kids are kids, and
Kids are kids.
we literally like I started going there when I was like 8 months old, and then me and my sister
Oh.
left at like after 4th grade or when I was in 4th grade. What?
There's 896 Pokemon. But it also puts the greater than or equal to 896. It's so complicated now.
So like there could be more.
Because they're kind
More
of
or
still
less.
introducing with DLC is why.
And then
Almost
like
900.
my entire I was pretty close with these younger kids at Kids Are Kids, and I was like a parting gift. I like gave them all my trading cards as just like a goodbye present, basically, because they were younger than me. I kind of regret it because
I
like that
totally
would have been
regret
so
it.
nice.
You
to-
saint.
I know I was just too nice of a kid, I guess.
The kids are like, "Fuck, we're gonna make so much money off of this." early on."
no, they didn't have that mindset because they really love Pokemon
Yeah,
too.
no, I get where you're
And
coming from.
they weren't very well off as a family, so I was like,
Were you guys Yu-Gi-Oh kids at all?
No.
I collect,
little bit.
like, yes.
I watched the show a little bit, but that was about it.
I watched some of the episodes. I watched the movie when it came out in theaters because I just left Yu-Gi-Oh as a concept,
Right.
and I didn't
Yeah.
understand most of the, like, the card game. Like I kept saying, like I never got that. It's more complicated than like Pokemon. So I was just more like appreciating the art and the creatures and stuff like that.
Throwback to Powerpuff Girls, another great theme was that Yu-Gi-Oh intro.
Oh yeah. So
Great times.
Yu-Gi-Oh's had some pretty good memes lately. Like, no, it should have been me, not him.
Obliterate! I've seen a lot of like Kaiba ones and then response with, it's in the heart of the cards, Kaiba, with SpongeBob.
Oh,
and the chicken
yeah.
dance.
Yeah,
Heart of the cards.
the heart of the cards.
Oh my god.
I always wanted one of the
God,
arm
yeah.
thing.
Oh my gosh,
with all
I
the
totally
cards
forgot
on
about
them.
those.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's the most badass thing ever.
I don't know why I'm still single.
Yeah, I'm like 7. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's fucking do this.
I don't take the credit for that. That was a TikTok I saw recently. He like unfolds it.
I don't know
I'm still single. And he does like, he takes the cards out, splits them, puts them back. Dude, when you got the whole deck and see him.
Yeah.
I have a couple Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
mostly what I
Dude.
played. So
That shit was hard.
it is hard.
I don't think I ever played a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
There was one I never played because I couldn't get past like the initial things.
Yeah.
But one of them, like, I played quite a bit. I wonder if I still have it because, like, I think I have lost a couple of Game Boy games.
They're always so fast too. You like playing your thing out and like the 5th move and then like you're just like, I just lost. What just happened?
Everything happened so fast.
Yeah, because like they play a card, flips over, does a thing, does that. It doesn't explain what's happening.
No.
So
It's just like,
happens.
it's like, oh, you know what's happening, so we're just gonna fast forward, and this happened here.
Where in the show a whole match is like 5 episodes.
It's like, oh my god, the game's over. Jesus Christ, I just started.
I played my first monster card. God damn.
100% of this game already.
Do you remember the there's that jar where if you tacked it, like your whole like field of play is destroyed? Or something like
Maybe.
that. I hated cards like that. That's why I would never attack
Fucking
first.
stupid OP cards. Yeah. But yeah, all right. Well,
There's that tangent.
Oh my god, where did this start?
It started with PlayStation,
PlayStation rumors.
Nintendo, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, we went from like the Wii and then somewhere Pokemon came in the fold.
Yeah,
We did Nintendogs and then I talked about
Pokemon.
my yellow and red.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. The rabbit hole.
Well, I guess we'll talk about DC now.
Do we have to, Dad?
I mean, the elephant's still here, so.
The elephant's over there.
Turns out DC fans are pretty toxic. That's been the show, guys.
All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll save that for last. Some of the things that we didn't talk about in the reaction that also got announced.
Yes. I'm very
Um,
hype about one of those things.
Static Shock.
That's the one.
Yep. Announced it's getting its own feature film.
Oh my.
Hell yes.
I assume it will be live action.
Okay.
That's literally all they
Yes.
said is that Static Shock is getting a film. So,
Will it be the
we got 'em.
Cyborg or Green Lantern? Those films.
like those.
Remember when those were like the original release like announcements?
Yeah.
Like I think Cyborg would come out this year. I think
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
Rip.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Nobody cares.
Remember when we were so excited about that?
Remember when
Well,
that
we were
happened?
just looking at a YouTuber's page and like just scrolling down to like their first video, and we saw one of their videos saying Justice League Part 1.
Mhm.
Oh,
So you remember like when Justice League was supposed to be
That was supposed to be a
Yep.
two-parter. Yeah. Shout out to John
in
Flickinger.
vein of Avengers 3 and 4,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Part 1 and 2, Infinity
Yeah,
War
like
Part 1 and 2.
yeah, it was Infinity War Part 1 and 2. We
What
had no idea
was-
what the second part was.
What was the rumor of Endgame? What was the rumor that was going to be called? Annihilation?
Yeah,
Or-
stuff like that.
Annihilation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're in the end game now.
Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Well, yeah, that's cool. Nothing like I don't really know what else to say for Static Shock, but that's cool.
It's going to be really cool if it is live action, see him air surfing with the manhole cover.
Mhm.
That show is so hype, dude. That was WB Kids.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot that was like a thing.
Yep.
Wasn't speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, wasn't that on like something like
Four
that?
Kids.
Yeah.
Four
Four Kids was also, I
Oh,
think that was owned by
man.
WB.
Is that Digimon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Sonic.
That was like,
Oh my god, in the Sonic show, yeah.
that was like the more kid side of like Toonami. Toonami had like the older anime and Four Kids was
yeah.
more
Yeah.
kid friendly anime.
Throwback, man.
The Flash movie is apparently still happening. Who knows if it's going to be
Isn't it a
Flashpoint?
Flashpoint?
No, it is going to be Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is attached. He's confirmed coming back as Batman.
Keaton.
And Michael Keaton.
Michael-
Now
He's coming back.
all we need is Christian Bale.
Val Kilmer,
Val
George
Kilmer.
Clooney.
Well, yeah. Do you want Val Kilmer in a movie?
And,
Let's be honest.
Robert Pattinson.
Ooh.
I know that Pattinson was a thing. I haven't heard that name.
Rob Pattinson.
Yeah, Rob
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Affleck and
Rob
Pattinson.
But the big thing is that the concept art shows Keaton in the suit, which is pretty cool. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. I thought he was just going to be old man Bruce Wayne, which then pretty much shoots down the idea of like Batman Beyond being in the universe. So,
What was the boy's state?
There's-
What was his name?
Steven! Freaking
there's gonna
turtle
be
guy.
a Gotham PD series on HBO
Yep.
for which is going to be
Oh, did you see what sidestep?
yeah.
Barry Cohen, you know that actor from he's in Killing of a Sacred Deer. He's like the younger kid, and he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
he's gonna be one of the cops, like the good cops in Batman or whatever.
Oh, like Batman,
Like the movie.
Okay.
The 1% of cops in Batman.
Yeah.
The good
But
cop.
apparently, like he plays a big role. Like he's one of the better cops, you know, sort of like a Just Gordon-Levitt sort
One
of
of
thing.
like
So
maybe.
it's confirmed that Batman, like the Batman movie, Matt Reeves' film, is year 2
Yep.
Right.
of Bruce
And
Wayne.
The
being
TV show will
Batman.
be more year 1, right?
Yeah, the HBO, I assume HBO Max show is going to be year 1. Batman is going to be more in the background. It's going to focus on the police and the corruption going on through Gotham. Maybe maybe Batman makes an appearance once or twice. Season premiere, season finale, shit like that. Maybe we'll see more of like the Penguin. Maybe we'll see more of like lesser known, like kind of like the show Gotham.
More like mobby type
But,
of villains.
yeah. We're not gonna get like a Mr. Freeze or something. But we
Right.
could get like
the organized crime guys.
yeah, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
maybe Black Mask. You never know. Like that's kind of like he is kind of like a villain that is not.
Yeah.
He's just a mobster that wears a mask.
Yeah.
And the Harley
he's
Quinn
got his
movie
group.
ruined him. So
Oh my God, yeah. So that was Black Mask. I was about to ask.
yeah, that was Black Mask. Man, I mean, Ian McGregor, he hammed it up, but he tried his hardest.
Not my cup of tea.
No, not my cup of tea. And then a little more news. One thing I didn't. The Suicide Squad game coming out for Rocksteady is a continuation of the Arkham games. So, one thing
Interesting.
I didn't make a connection with is when we were watching the trailer, like that Harley Quinn is the Harley Quinn from those Arkham games. So that means,
This will be cool.
spoiler, Joker is dead.
Right.
Clayface is dead. Killer Croc is not a part of the Suicide Squad. He's his own thing. Batman is dead, supposedly.
Right. That's when the house.
Well, remember how
We're
Arkham
done.
Knight ended and like, it was like that demon bat at the very end that popped out of like and he's like had all the bats
Holy
surrounding
crap.
him.
Gotham Knight might be in the same universe too.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
how Arkham Knight ends. Is with the manor burning down.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not.
It's not.
No, that's my next
Okay.
news. I forgot that was a part of the news.
Because I didn't realize that Montreal and Rocksteady made the Arkham games.
Yes. So
That's weird then.
So
Why?
Suicide Squad is a part of the Arkham games, and there's like a possible rumor that Batman is going to be alive and is going to be like revealed in the third act or something. But Arkham Knights is its own universe.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights.
That's weird.
Yes, Gotham Knights is its own universe. So, but like it ends, like Arkham Knight ends with the Wayne Manor blowing up and
Okay,
Batman
hold
dying.
up. I think I'm
and-
remembering it now. I think the game ended there, but there was more. There was another, like, arc of Batman coming back. Because I remember.
Yeah, it's like almost like a demon, remember? And he has like all the bats surrounding
Right.
him.
Yeah.
And so that's
And
like
so it's
that's
like
like the
a loose-
rumor of where is Batman still alive and he's
Right.
more of just like this like creature of the night now instead of like pretty much Bruce Wayne is dead, but Batman is now Batman.
So why would you do it in its own universe when you're still kind of taking
Right.
parts of that?
Or
Is it like a split timeline now? Because Montreal and Rocksteady are making their own games now?
I have no idea. Or they could just be lying to us, and Arkham Knights actually does take place in the Arkham universe, and they just don't want to say it yet.
Yeah, they could always just try to throw off its fans. I mean,
because it looks like the same universe. Like, it literally looks like the same streets, the same as Arkham Knight, which I would totally like. They just update it a little bit. More news that we watched the footage for Arkham Knights, and we found out that there is.
Oh wait, duh, because Oracle is in the wheelchair.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Barbara Gordon.
Never mind.
Barbara Gordon as Oracle or Barbara Gordon as Batwoman.
Gotham Knights is definitely not in the Arkham game. Is not in the Arkham universe because Barbara is
that makes sense.
The Killing Joke, like Barbara, pretty much. So, okay, well there goes that.
So and freaking fanboys, watch the whole video before commenting.
Yeah. Come on, man. Patience is key.
Yes.
But in Gotham Knights, I wanted to bring up. So in Breath of the Wild, you said that you can literally go to the main boss and beat the game, right? If you try.
Yes. Okay.
So that's kind of how this game is going to be structured.
Interesting. Like a super open world that you can do whatever you want.
Yes, because they said that you can, like, the Mr. Freeze section of the game, they said you can, like, do that at any time.
Huh.
And so you can do that at, like, when you're, like, your character's level 10, or you can do that when your character's, like, level 50. And the stats of Mr. Freeze in, like, that area of the world will, like, obviously match up to the stats that you're at. So you're not forced, to grind out levels and then go beat him. So if you really wanted to play Mr. Freeze at level 10, you could. Or if you wanted to try him out harder, you could go at like level 50 or something. So it sounds like the world is
So the boss does scale to what level you're
Yes.
at? Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting.
Whereas if you're not grinding and you come back and you just
destroy him
over,
instantly. Yeah, no. So he will match he will match
"Ah!"
whatever level you are at. And so I like that idea.
Montage feel.
So I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I remember you telling me that you could like go to the boss at the very beginning of the game. And so I assume it's for some sense, this game is going to be the same, where like there's a lot of stuff you could do, and like, hey, yeah, your main objective is over here, but if you want to do other stuff too, you can.
Right.
So
freedom.
Yeah, freedom pretty much. There's people are wondering if you're playing two people on the same system, if it's going to be like split screen, or if you both have to stay in the same screen.
They did show like a little bit of split screen and like gameplay, but I guess that was more like a transition.
Yeah, I think that was more of a transition, like just going from both characters. Obviously online you're not going to be splitting the screen because you're both just going to be on your own screen. I think it's really cool that they're adding a co-op feature into like story-driven games like that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I think that's like one big thing that these next gens should do is like, a game like The Last of Us, it would be really cool if you could play as like with somebody else with you. Like it'd be cool. Like it doesn't hinder the game if you don't want to play with a second player, but there is a level of more enjoyment if you want to experience it with somebody else.
Exactly.
So, that I thought that was really cool. And then I think that was it. Other than that, kind of just like if we wanted refresher details on some of the stuff that we reacted to, like if we just had any more like little things we wanted to say about like like the Suicide Squad or like the Batman, because
anything for the games for you guys.
The games,
besides the stuff you already talked about.
I mean, the real awakening for me was probably more like Suicide Squad, realizing that it took place in the Arkham universe, and that like. That Harley Quinn has been through a lot. And also, you have played as Harley Quinn before in the games. You can play as her, like, in DLC. And so, like, I'm really interested to see where her character goes from Arkham Knight to Suicide Squad, how she joins up with the Suicide Squad, where the Suicide Squad has been this whole time during these 3 other games.
Right. Has Deadshot ever been in an Arkham game?
Yes, I think so.
So maybe that's why he's got to upgrade.
Yeah.
I don't think Slade would make an appearance.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think Deadshot's definitely been in the game before. I have them both. I have the first 2 remastered, and then I obviously have the Arkham Knight. So I might replay them, or at least, I probably like visit them again before Suicide Squad comes out. Because I assume there will be connections. Because why put it in the Arkham universe if there's not going to be some significant value to it?
Unless they just wanted to explain that that's why Joker's not going to be in it.
Right. Saying like, Joker's not going to be in this one because he's dead.
Right.
And Arkham City is such a good game because of that. So good. That game is so good. But yeah, so my thoughts on all the reactions. we watched Batman like 2 more times later on, and like watched some other people's breakdowns and like
and the news that you shared with me right before we started filming this regarding Colin Farrell.
Oh yes, that definitely I think is Colin Farrell as the Penguin, because remember the leaked photo I showed you of the guy with the white hair holding the umbrella?
That's not Colin Farrell.
That's not Colin Farrell.
Even though it looks a lot like Colin
It looks
Farrell.
a lot like him because of this. There's a poster of that.
Oh, that's
so it's just like it's just a gang member pretty much. So and everybody, it was the umbrella, I think, is what everybody kind of drew the connection
and
to.
also I saw that apparently the makeup company that did Penguin's makeup posted on Instagram saying, "Oh, that's so came out so good, our makeup for the Penguin." And it was that shot. So
yeah,
I don't know if this is
we got to see more
and
misdirection.
that's one thing.
Because it could be misdirection. Nothing's confirmed yet.
Yeah.
And like when this trailer came out, nobody was saying it, but I do remember them stating before when production shut down. I remember back in March, they were like, "Oh yeah, we filmed about 25% of the movie," and now that news is being resurfaced again. That hey, look, we've only seen 25% of the movie.
Yeah.
And so I think what we see, I think at some point, Colin Farrell's the Penguin is going to turn more into a penguin, not not like freaking Tim Burton's Penguin.
Yeah.
But
a literal penguin.
Yeah, I think he's going to take on the persona more. He's going to just take the title of the Penguin eventually. So
surprised we never got none of us got Hush vibes from that first shot of supposedly the Riddler.
I got more Hush vibes when I saw the duct tape on the face. I was like, oh, I wonder if that guy cut his face off. But there are specks of you can see hair sticking out and everything, and it's not that bloody. His shirt isn't bloody or anything.
Right.
So I think he just duct taped his face.
Do you think that's just a politician or something?
I assume
maybe
a politician or a journalist or somebody, somebody important who's producing the news. But
that would make more sense with the lies if it was related to politics or the news.
Yeah. I think I saw somebody say it. I don't know if it was in one of the group chats or something, but no, it was Ariel who said strong Zodiac vibes.
Right. Yeah.
Which I can see. I can see how Zodiac is probably.
We had a comment saying that. I think they said something about Zodiac.
Isn't that what Matt Reeves said or someone said in production early on? It's they want to make this a detective movie,
and I think it's definitely going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, we really haven't seen much of Batman being a detective.
Right. Little bits in
it's
every
just
movie.
bits and pieces. Yeah. It's not truly doing the detective Batman stuff.
And I'm not mistaken, but I haven't seen Batman Begins in a very long time. Obviously that's him becoming Batman. Are there scenes of him and the Gotham police not getting along?
I mean, it's in that movie. It's basically him building his relationship with Gordon.
Yes,
because Gordon, with the coats, helping him when his father died or whatever.
Wasn't there a scene too where
parents.
I don't know if it's Gordon, but when Bruce Wayne or Batman goes in, puts the eyeglass case to make it feel like a gun to the back of his head. Or that could have been someone else. He did that too. But I remember a scene where he put something to the back of his head to make it feel like it was a gun.
In the trailer? Or in
Batman?
No,
Batman Begins.
Yes. No, it was a stapler. And it was to Gordon.
Yeah.
But that was before his suits because he just had he just had a ski mask on or whatever. So
I feel I really want to see more of a disc. I want to see a lot more fear in them. Because this Batman looks pretty intense, I think. He looks very he definitely stands out.
It's such strong Arkham vibes.
Yeah, he just looks a lot more unfriendly.
Yeah.
He looks more of a person on the edge of is he really bad or is he really good? Does he want...
Because Bale's Batman was more of the goods.
Yes.
Because he learns in Batman Begins not to seek revenge. Revenge will not bring you any happiness, basically.
And here, he looks he's pretty he's still pretty aggressive. He beats up that one dude.
Well, I think that also goes hand in hand with how young he is too.
Yeah, he's pretty.
But to be fair, Bale was pretty young at Batman Begins. I feel they're around the same age.
How
Yeah, because
young
we
is he
see him
supposed
go
to
on his
be?
journey in Batman Begins,
Mhm.
and then comes back and starts doing it.
How young is he supposed to be in?
I mean,
Batman
in terms of
Begins?
just the actor themselves,
Mhm.
you know.
I mean,
okay.
Begins was year 1 Batman.
Yeah, because like that was going to train with the League of Shadows and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So, but I feel like Batman Begins is more of detective stuff other than the other two,
Mm-hmm.
and because that's more crime with like Falcone and stuff like that.
Right.
And then like Dark Knight's more like some crime stuff too, but with the presence of Joker,
Mhm.
it's kind of
more Joker.
more Joker, yeah. But like it's just Joker toying with the crime world,
Mhm.
making like a joke out of him
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, so hopefully, yeah, like you guys said, like hopefully it's more detective based.
What do you?
It's just darker in
Dark,
general.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, guys, that we, can't tell if he's wearing a green coat. In like the
We
quick
literally had to
shot.
pause. We don't.
Yeah.
This is initial reaction, whereas we don't pause it. We watch it, and everything is so fast that you can't really comprehend everything.
Right.
That's a trailer. You don't really want to digest everything because like you still want to be.
You just want the
You
spectacle.
still want to be
of it.
surprised. Like that's what I
Exactly.
never understood about people completely dissecting trailers.
Right.
I guess like if it's like a Sunday movies thing, like that's their thing.
And I do like that
But-
benefit of the doubt of watching it once, talking about it, versus watching it and then going scene by scene. Because then we're just gonna stick with that. We watched it once.
it's two completely different.
There's a viewpoints
Yes, and like
where you're getting our honest opinions
objectives.
on watching a trailer that was literally 2 minutes long, or you're gonna get our opinions on dissecting a trailer for 20 minutes,
Because that's like
going by shot by
everyone's
shot.
reaction is not like, oh, Riddler, 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 Riddler. It's like, oh, who is that? The Riddler? Is that could be the Penguin?
It's like it would make sense if it was the Riddler, but do we know it's the Riddler? It doesn't
Exactly.
really look
Like,
like
yeah,
the
like
Riddler.
why is
so,
his
like-
face masked up? Like
Yeah.
stuff
exactly.
like that.
Is that Hush? Is that Hush?
So just give us cut us some slack a little bit.
Well,
like-
which then brings up. Well, okay, let's pull in the elephant here. Let's pull him into the room.
Dun, 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 here comes the
That Justice League reaction.
Yeah.
I woke up to a text
Woke up to like multiple texts
of
probably.
you saying, "Oh my God, the Justice League reaction." I'm like, "Oh no!" Go to the YouTube Studio app, and I'm like, "Christ!" And that was only when it was at like 90 dislikes.
Yeah.
And it was at like almost 1,000 views, I think,
Yeah.
at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
I was
think
like-
it was right before 1,000 when
I
I
was like,
checked it
this
first.
is not good. Like this
like
is
10 likes, basically a 10% like
yeah.
ratio.
I think the only thing we have to own up to is what you brought up, is we should have said, we're not in the Snyder Cut fandom.
No, we really weren't asking for it.
And
we
also-
really didn't care.
I don't like the assumption that just means we're Marvel fanboys
Right.
either, because we're not.
Yeah, you need to be able to see it from the, like, we're DC fans.
We just like
So we're not
movies, you know?
casuals, but you should know that we're not diving deep into every single piece of news that's come out for the Snyder Cut.
Like, I feel like the Nolan universe is basically better than anything that Marvel has done. But like,
We're not ready to have that conversation.
Marvel's just made more movies.
Marvel's
than
made
DC.
what, 26 movies?
Yeah,
And it's so
And-
obvious that DC has been trying to do and catch up to what Marvel has been doing with Justice League Part 1 and 2,
yeah,
that it
I
has
mean,
been
Just
for
going
the
a little
worst.
darker
yeah.
than
I mean,
Marvel.
but that's the whole Zack Snyder thing. It's like it's not like Marvel. But
I
it's
hate
darker.
that argument where people are like, this isn't Marvel, this is for adults. Then what's Shazam? What is Aquaman?
Well,
Those
yeah.
are Marvel.
Well, this is pre that. This
Yeah.
is like pre Justice League because it's mostly Zack
Right,
Snyder. It
yeah.
was like he was like the Kevin Feige initially.
But now you can't make the argument anymore.
Now you can't do that. No,
Well, yeah.
I think Warner Brothers is just like fuck it. We're just gonna do films because like it worked with Joker, worked with Aquaman,
Which is what you should have
Worked
been
Worked
doing
with
from the beginning.
Shazam, worked with Wonder Woman. And now
Like, you don't have
fuck
to
it.
have everything connected,
Yeah.
but like there you can now that you see what works.
And if you were going to do that, it should have been spaced out. We shouldn't have had Batman v Superman this early. We shouldn't have Justice League this early. Batman shouldn't have died this early. We should have seen
You mean
Doomsday this
Superman.
early.
I think their problem was they only had the solo Superman movie.
Yeah.
And then you brought 3 of the Justice League in their movie. And then
also
the Justice
Well,
League.
also
Right.
teased all the Justice League in that movie
Yes.
still.
While
Those stupid
what
cameos.
Marvel did, 2 Iron Man, Captain America, a Hulk, technically, and a Thor.
There was foundation.
All before Avengers. So you know all these characters. You know where they come from. You know their perspectives. And now they're
And
all
also
in a movie
Nick
together.
Fury has been in all of them too,
Yep.
so you know what he's been trying to do this whole time, building these Avengers.
So that's
up.
why it was satisfying when
you got
Avengers
to-
came out.
when you got to see
Yeah.
Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man battle
That
each
was
other
like
in the forest.
the most epic thing ever.
And now you're watching it's so goofy.
Yeah.
But like,
And most of those early films are not great compared to some of the others that have come after it.
but that just shows the age of time how comic book
That's
movies
where
have
they
even
were. Yeah,
evolved
exactly.
in 10 years.
Yeah, you had the Nolan trilogy and then those movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then X-Men. And
Yeah.
I get the
And
occasional
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Whereas now,
And Spider-Man
Marvel
also
has completely
failed.
blown up.
Sony failed them
Yep.
trying to build their
and they
Spider-Man
were trying to do
universe.
their own thing.
Yeah.
That failed. X-Men tried to do First Class.
Would you guys
Trilogy.
consider yourselves like in the middle, or do you lean towards DC or Marvel in any way?
I mean, Batman's my favorite superhero, period. And then I like X-Men, if anything, from
Right.
Marvel. But I've always considered X-Men really their own thing
Yeah.
from Marvel.
Right.
Same with like
So-
Spider-Man. It's kind of
Yeah,
like its own
it's like-
thing. Like
They're as big by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as big as Iron Man or Thor is now, I don't think
I
they
never
would be
was-
as big, like, compared to X-Men was,
No.
I
their comics.
I didn't want to see Iron Man. I didn't care. I was
Yeah.
like who's Iron Man? Like
It's only because of that casting, and they really nailed it. Like,
yeah.
the Robert Downey
Solid
Jr.
movie.
Like I remember
Yep.
my parents were watching it one day and they were like they just started there. They're like, "Hey Andrew, like you sure you don't want to watch this? It's like a superhero movie."
No, Iron Man's stupid.
Yeah, like I'm like, "No." Like to me it was like, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, like those are like this.
Fantastic
I mean,
Four,
to be
yeah.
fair though, those are like the superhero movies that we grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm like, who the fuck is this Iron Man person? I don't care.
It's just like you think about DC. That I feel like they have the most profitable main three between them and Marvel. Yet,
Well, the top three's always been like, I don't know the order, but it's Spider-Man and then Superman, Batman.
Mhm.
I think it's Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
I think it actually
Spider-Man has a lot of appeal,
I
like
think
in
it's
Asia.
Spider-Man and
Right.
like Batman,
So,
because like
yeah,
Batman is just so cool. And like that one guy that called us out, being like, "Oh, of course."
Batman would be
You
the one.
like the Batman,
It's like,
you like
well,
Batman
yeah.
because that's what a Marvel
Look
person
at
would say.
Any other reaction, any other review where we've talked about previous movies, it's like, no, we like these movies. Just because Justice League is literally the only thing we didn't like.
I've seen all the MCU movies except Thor: The Dark World, and I've seen all the DC new movies except Aquaman. Those are the only two I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So I've given all of them a shot. So it's like, it's just whether I like the movie or not. I'm a movie person.
Exactly.
My allegiance is not toward a superhero necessarily.
This isn't a two-party system with
Yeah.
movies. Jesus Christ.
All of
It's
the Snyder fans,
basically
it's
that-
ride or die.
to that
Like,
point.
they are going to love it no matter
Yeah,
what.
I mean, and I understand because they put all their eggs into this basket. So it's like,
And
it
that's the
has to
thing.
come through.
I don't think DC fans are coming at us. It was Snyder fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh
That's
my
what David
God.
told me, because David and I had a conversation today, because him and I have been on little on edge ever since this reaction came
I
out.
think we've now separated just DC and Snyder. Snyder is its own thing.
Yeah, I think, because like,
You want this to be your Kevin Feige of the
Yeah.
DC.
Aquaman was fun. Shazam was really fun. Wonder Woman was fun until the third act. Like, I mean, we revisited Batman v Superman like 2 months ago, and like
And we watched the Snyder cuts.
we watched the extended.
Okay, that was my
Ultimate
first
Edition,
time.
is that what
The
it's called?
Ultimate Edition.
And
That was my first time seeing it.
the first hour, like, we were having a blast. I'm like, this movie wasn't as bad as I remember it. And then the second act came in, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of
We
getting
were
boring.
also getting a little more drunk as the night went on.
But then the third act, I was like, dude, this is not good.
It's such a mess.
It is such a mess.
It's
And like,
so goofy.
Why is Doomsday in that movie?
literally, why does Superman die?
Why does Amy Adams? Why is she on the battlefield? Stop.
I look at this. I look at
Lois.
Zack Snyder. When I look at him as a director, he made Dawn of the Dead, and I don't know how he even got that job, but he made it, and it was a fine movie.
Was that his like big breakthrough?
That was his big movie.
And then Watchmen, and then 300.
No, I think it was 300.
Watchmen was No, 300 was 07. No, you're right.
Yeah,
Watchmen was like 08 or 09.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watchmen should have been like the first red flag.
They're like the Owls of
If you don't look at the source material of Watchmen's, okay.
Yeah.
But that should have been like, let's not keep giving him
That's Snyder in a nutshell.
these things.
So yeah, he made just like looks like he came from a
Sucker
music video
punch.
background, kind of.
Okay.
But he made Dawn of the Dead in 2004, He made 300 2 years later in 2006. Watchmen in 2009.
I think those three is like, oh man, Zack Snyder might be something. You
Right.
know? The action director.
Like, 300 was pretty, like, for its time, coming out in 2006, that's pretty, like...
My dad really loves that movie.
It's a cool movie to look at. I remember, like, seeing it, and, like, the slow motion and, like, the epic shots, and, like, it was... And it's also, like, it's like a graphic novel, so it's, like, painting these cool cinematic pictures. Watchmen comes out, and people are like, okay, mixed feelings. Definitely, 300 was, I think, people like that a lot more than Watchmen. Then he makes that weird-ass owl movie. Everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
And then Sucker Punch.
And then he makes Sucker Punch, and like, what the fuck is this?
Oof.
Then he makes Man of Steel, and then Batman v Superman. So, like, the man hasn't made many movies. And I would say, arguably, like, his first 3 movies. I haven't seen Legend of the Guardians or Sucker Punch. I really don't want to.
It's very misogynistic, apparently.
But, like, which one?
What do you think?
The Sucker Punch.
No, the Owls movie. No.
They're female owls.
And, like...
Sexualizing female owls.
Connor and I, like, we talked about it when watching Batman v Superman, and that, like, Snyder is all, like, visual. He's all, look at this really cool bomb-ass shot.
There's no substance.
And I'll be like, that is a really cool shot, but when you
what does it mean?
When you put up the volume and you listen
Yeah.
to the dialogue and the acting, and you're like, oh, buddy, this isn't good. Like, you can make a really cool shot, so you should just stick to music videos and commercials and stuff.
I think that's just what his fans gravitate toward. It's like how epic of a shot it would be, It's
and that's
cool to
what
look at.
That's what this whole trailer was.
But isn't enjoyable
This
overall,
trailer was just shots showing you, hey, look
And
at
that was my thing with the pacing and just the game plan of that trailer is like, I guess it is for the fans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But at the
And we
same
didn't
time,
really, I guess, process that when watching it.
No, and I
But-
guess that's something we should have like thought of. But in the moment, you're like, oh, it's a new trailer, let's watch it.
We were
because-
trying to get to the Batman.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that too. We're kind of on edge.
But
we
like,
needed to watch that.
I mean, I don't know how many of the freaking haters are going to be listening to this.
Probably very few.
Probably very few.
Especially to this point, probably.
Yeah.
Unless they
skip
through it.
Our real fans are watching us, and they were already of our opinion. If they disagreed, they probably still respected our opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, at the end of the day, congratulations, you're getting your mini-series, Fight Me. And we are going to watch it, and we're going to see what Snyder does to finish out his trilogy. And if it's good, it's good. If it, I mean, it like
and
you said,
this is also from an unbiased standpoint.
the bars are fucking
Yeah, we don't
low.
want to hate it.
Yeah.
No.
We don't hate it from the
I want
get-go.
everything to be good at the end of the day, and it turns out
dude, I
that
hope
not
it's
everything's
like,
great. So.
I hope it's like an epic. That's kind of why I wish it was just a 4-hour movie, because it could just feel like this grand epic film.
Just embrace what it is and,
Yeah.
and what you want it to be.
But instead, you're gonna make it feel like it's like a cliffhanger every episode. And
Yeah. And is it weekly? Is it going to take
I
a whole
assume
month?
it's probably gonna be like
I
the
doubt
Disney
all of
Plus
it would
route.
come out at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they want people to subscribe. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
Mandalorian first episode. I mean,
dude, that trailer. Rumors of that trailer is coming out soon. If you think about it, the season 2 is supposed to come out in October.
Mhm.
So, I heard that. I think Mandalorian 2 and Dune are early September.
yeah,
trailers.
Dune was supposed. Yes, that trailer's coming soon
So we
Okay, okay.
because it's
Buckle up.
it's already rated.
Dude,
The trailer's already rated.
buckle up, buckle up, buckle up.
Oh, Dune, baby, it's happening.
Dune
Part 1.
Part 1.
Part 1.
I don't think people know that, which is kind of gonna be
Yeah.
great.
That's
Are they gonna do like the chapter 2 thing where at the end it just says Dune like part 1 or whatever?
Oh my god.
I'm like.
I remember I was pretty blown away when I saw that in theaters.
I was kind of annoyed when I saw that.
Really?
I was like, oh no.
well.
I totally forgot like how the book is structured.
See, like I knew how
So-
the miniseries was structured, so like I was like watching the movie, and like we're really focusing on the kids. I wonder like
Yeah.
if we're just gonna like.
just wow, they're not even adults yet.
Well-
It's 2 hours in.
Well, see, like I thought they were just gonna do like the kid movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess like maybe the book's so long you don't need to do you can just make the kid movie, and then it said part 1, and I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh brother.
God.
But yeah. So
That's it, guys.
any more thoughts of
Yeah, everything
these last
else
few days?
was pretty fine. I mean, touch up on like Black Adam, Wonder Woman looked fine.
Black Adam, I think some of our videos are just getting dislikes from people going from Justice League.
Oh, that as well. Yeah,
They're going out of their way.
They're going out of their way to dislike our other videos because, like, I don't think.
We don't have negative comments.
The only trailers I think we have truly been bitches at was Invisible Man and Unhinged.
Yeah.
Where we were like, this looks fucking dumb. For this movie, we were just like, okay, like it's okay.
Yeah.
But
another thing is, from what you said when you were like, oh, people are hyped over this, was that in like you were really talking about like the trailer itself or the movie?
I think it was the trailer.
Okay. Because like that's what I took of it when you said that. I'm like, yeah, I don't see the hype in this trailer really. So, but that's me. That's a non-Zack Snyder fan. Yeah. Just looking at a trailer as is. So, sorry that we offended you guys. We're sorry.
Absolutely.
Sorry, not sorry at the end of the day, but sorry we upset so many of you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
we'll
this
learn.
really took, as much as you guys are putting on to us, our day isn't as ruined as it was for you, apparently.
Nope.
We don't take that much stock into it.
I was laughing that entire day. Just every new comment.
I was
I'm
just
like,
at work
oh my
and
God.
I would just get notifications for
Fuck
new
you.
comments.
That was it. Just fuck you.
Yeah,
that
fuck
comment set me.
Oh, dude, I was just laughing in my car doing some Uber pickups. I'm like, dude,
Fuck
this is
you.
fucking hilarious, man. I'm like, all right, it's a new hour. Let's see how many new ones
There
we
was
got.
one comment that was a few paragraphs, and then one of us responded with a few sentences, and then
that was
another
me.
few paragraphs. Why are
Yeah.
you putting so much effort into this?
It's so goofy.
He called me childish for not texting in paragraph format,
Apparently.
commenting in paragraph format.
At this point in time,
What's the update, Andrew?
at
Are we at 400?
today is August 25th at 6:33 p.m. We are at 3,530 views, 96 comments, 40 likes, 428 dislikes.
At that 10% ratio.
We're kind of falling behind a little bit now
Yeah.
because 428, so we need 2 more likes.
The Batman
3 preferably, I guess.
is almost at 20K. Thank you guys so much. Wish that video
Appreciate
could
the love.
have gotten some money. That'd have been nice.
Thanks, Warner Brothers.
With 514 likes. So
Lovely.
The
And
like to list dislike is just inverted.
it's
Inverted.
14 dislikes. How could you hate that reaction? We were loving that trailer. So
And that's the thing. I'm fine with all the comments being like, no, that's the Riddler. Oh, they showed all the villains, blah, blah, blah. It's like, they're trying to inform us. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But also realize we're not going to see all that
yeah,
one
15
time.
dislikes on Black Adam, 12 likes. So I think they're just hating to hate for that.
I honestly don't. Yeah, I don't think we said anything bad about that. It's just like
Okay.
this
No.
is
It was more
we
of the
wanted
shock
more.
of like, the characters that are going to be in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and the other 2 trailers are probably going to drop before this. So
Hopefully,
who
you
knows
guys,
how those are going to be.
hopefully, you guys
They're
don't
probably not gonna get huge
obliterate
spikes,
the
but-
Wonder Woman trailer. 'Cause
Yeah.
We really weren't that pumped about that one. So.
Suicide Squad, though, we were like, okay, this is
And we weren't
cool.
negative in the Wonder Woman one. It's just like
Just like
cool.
whatever, we'll
Yeah.
see it. I guess
most
so,
of the stuff we've seen.
yeah. So
Seeing Cheeto is cool.
Yeah. Anything else, guys, for
Cats,
this podcast?
Static Shock. Let's go.
thank God movies are back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nostalgia overload, dude. Powerpuff Girls. That was a fun conversation.
It's Powerpuff Girls and Pokemon.
Yep.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Pokemon,
Pokemon,
like Nintendo
Pokemon.
DS, the
Yeah,
Wii
Pokemon.
games.
Hey, shout out to Leafy getting banned from YouTube.
Well,
Anyways.
yeah, this was hopefully, we'll do, I think we'll be doing our weekly podcast, New Mutants
to
probably
hop
be
on
the
that.
next one. Tenet will probably be the next one after that. So,
2 big ones.
And then, just, I don't know. Really know.
Mulan soon, I guess, if you guys wanted to rent that.
I don't think we're going to rent it. But if it goes
Well,
to
I'm curious
theaters,
it has to go to theaters.
If it goes to theaters,
depending
I'll
on how
see
well
it,
Tenet does.
but-
I think it just rests on Tenet's numbers.
And then I think The Kingsman comes out in September.
Mm.
I think it's like middle, like in the teens.
Yeah, like second or third week or something.
So I'm ready. That should have came out the same weekend as Sonic. It's coming out so much
Sonic.
longer. So
If Sonic was the true enemy that kept pushing it. And then-
honestly, Sonic made so much money. Kingsman probably wouldn't have made that much money.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll wait. And then that was the domino. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Have to keep delaying it.
Oh, God, we shouldn't have waited.
I just
no.
can't believe we're about to see New Mutants. Like, it's kind of weird.
Been
Just-
like
Just count your blessings. It might not happen yet. Let's get to the theater.
3 years.
Yeah, it's been at least 3 years. So,
my entire college experience is.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, guys. Well, this has been Andrew.
This is Caleb.
And this has been Connor.
Peace. Bye.
Been good.